According to economists, businesses always fail due to bad planning or takeovers. However, the current trend has also been influenced by the changes in the global economic landscape.
The sentiment currently in the market is extremely uncertain, particularly because there is this rise of new nationalism from the global economic superpower, which is America. And China has said, look, we are going to reform our market, and then we want to boost local demand. And then you have in Europe, which actually may be an advantage to us, with Britain saying, look, we want to renew our trade with our traditional historical sort of partners, and we are part of them because most of their companies, they've got quite a good presence in our context. So you might find that generally companies who have not been strong on international trade on the side of export, they have to obviously skate through this uncertain time where there's going to be currency wars. Obviously the value for the rand is going to be at a particular percentage. Mind you that it's recovering anyway. We are in a currency recovery mode from 2015 December, January conditions. So with that, the value of the rand vis-a-vis the American dollar and also the yen of China, it's going to be seen how they condition their own internal and domestic markets.
Number of insolvencies decreased by 1.9% in November 2016 compared with November 2015. Compulsory liquidations decreased by 16%, while voluntary liquidations increased by 0.6% between 2015 and 2016.
The management perhaps wanting to catch up on an uncertain economic environment, saying that, look, before this ship goes and hit the wall, let us at least declare and then give the shareholder what is due to them, and then we close shop. Now, the liquidation does not necessarily mean you are closing down the company. It could mean that you are transforming it into something else.
Businesses have also been affected by the rand-dollar exchange rate.
Well, the reasons are obviously a sustained negative economic growth period. From February last year, the economy was looked at 0.9%. The midterm budget speech reviewed it to 0.5%. But when you look at the third quarter, it actually came out at 0.2%. And with the negative growth, for instance, issues like drought, which raises food prices and makes the consumer to depend heavily on debt, then you find that the businesses will suffer. But with the period of liquidation, you find that it's not necessarily because more companies are in bankrupt. It's because mainly of two factors: a changing operation environment, where you find that the competitive edge of a particular company has been sort of challenged by the change in the nature of what the customer is looking for, and therefore that causes a negative effect on the bottom line of the business.
The Center for Retail Report says growth in online retailing, which will this year have a share of around 16%, poses a serious threat to traditional stores which cannot pay rent and wages. The Absa Live